So to start, we're gonna be talking about having the proper path to your mod. So far on the new or on the old tutorial, it tells you to go into characters and then make a new folder and make everything there, but that's actually incorrect. What you want to do is you want to go to the resource at the top and right click and hit new folder, and then you want to have it be your mod name, and then you want to hit OK, and then it's gonna make it. And then after you do that, you want to go to the mod name and do a new folder, and then you want to type in characters, and then again you want to go to characters and then do another new folder, and then mod name again, or a different name if the character is named differently. Also, while you are here, it is best to go to, I believe it is, yes, project settings, and go into plugins and then enable the export categories. What this does is essentially, say if you open a scene somewhere, it does these little categories that make it, just more visible. So that's always good. And that's for making the proper structure. The files under the mod name folder, they don't really matter too much if I recall correctly. You can have them structured in that way. It looks nice. So that should be all. This portion is going to be like troubleshooting. So if you're doing this in the middle of a mod being made, there's going to be a lot of dependency errors, and in order to fix that, you just go to your scene down here, you right click, you hit edit dependencies, and then you just hit OK. But up here, fix broken will be available. You click that and everything will fix itself. But there is another issue, whereas if you were to open, say, a script, and somewhere in here, say if you were to have something like down here, preload resource characters mod name something, that would be incorrect now because you've changed what the path was. So you'd have to change that into resource mod name characters mod name something. And this is case sensitive. I'm just kind of running through it really quick to give the general idea. But if you're having issues with dependencies, that would probably likely be the reason. And something like this, I believe the compiler would pick up on it and tell you that it's wrong anyways, but just in case it does happen. And now we'll talk about the files needed to create and export the mod. So basically you're going to want to come into here and you're going to want to make a text document, and you're going to want to name the text document mod main.gd, and then delete the .text. You just hit yes to this, and then you want to open this, and let me just get that open. And we have it open here. You're gonna have mod main right here, and you can basically just copy paste this code, but it's just extends node init initialize mod loader equal mod loader, and then install the script. And then here you're going to want to replace this with your mod name character select.gd, which we're gonna get into next. So you want to go back into here and make another new text document called character select.gd and delete the text and hit yes. And then I'm gonna just use the same document because it doesn't really matter too much for me because I'm just showing an example. But you want to do extends resource UI CSS character select.gd, and then do function underscore ready parentheses with a colon, and then add custom char Luffy, or your mod name, which just do that there, and then do resource mod name characters um, mod name slash mod name scene, and that will do that. That's case sensitive as well. And then you'll have that. And once that's out of the way, you're gonna want to have one more text document, which is the metadata, and you just make another document underscore metadata, and this doesn't have an extension, so but you can still open something with no extension in a notepad. And so you want to save it as no extension, I'm pretty sure, as well. And you want to do curly brackets, and then do another curly bracket, and then tab, name, so on and so forth. I'm just going to copy and paste the one that I have open because I'm lazy, but mod name, your description. This is the author, which is you. This is the version link. I'm not completely sure what that does, but ID is the unique ID, which is used for like Steam, I believe. So you can just do a bunch of random numbers or numbers that make you feel comfortable. And then for requires, you want this char loader thing here, and then likely not using overwrite, and it is client side if I recall correctly, and then priority 0. And once you have all of that done, so now that we have the 3 files, we're going to make a new folder instead of a new text document. We're going to name this mod name, and then we're going to put these 3 files into mod name, and then after that we're going to open mod name, make a new folder in here called characters, and then right here, if you want to, you can make a new folder. What I would suggest, this is where your mod goes, so you would take your mods folder that's under characters already in your directory that you use for modding, and you would just drag it into here, and then once you do that, you'll have another folder here, and it should be your mod name, and in that it should have like the scene and everything else that involves your mod. But then you want to go back to your mods folder, and then you want to right click this, which I won't show it to you because I'm not streaming my desktop, I'm streaming the Windows. But if you right click, you hit send to compress zip folder, it's going to make a compressed zip of it, and then you enter the name, you do a dash, do v, and then you do the version, so 1.0, and .zip. And then now that you can actually open this, you can see, this is your mod name, this is the characters, the mod name, and then under there would be all the stuff that you have, and that should set it up correctly.